Hello all. Before we begin the video, let's discuss CloudFoundation. CloudFoundation is the premier online training platform to help individuals and organizations gain knowledge and skills in the ever-growing cloud computing industry.
Manager has to approve, then only the provision will happen, basically.
Okay.
Guys, are we clear so far how to aggregate these entitlement, how to do the bulk changes? If you guys are fine, then we will talk about the entitlement creation once in a while. Or maybe it's up to your project. Each and every day you are going to create entitlement for a different application. I'm not sure. But as far as I know, once in a while you will get these kind of requirement, because most of the time, and this is the ideal situation where you should know how to create these entitlements. Can you log out and log in as SP admin? Okay, first we'll provide the approval. Go to my work, or maybe you got a notification symbol, right? One, click on that. Go to approvals. Okay, for 1A user, are you going to approve or deny for track application? Okay. If you're going to approve, what will happen?
The entitlement will be.
We are going to approve now. It's a continuation. It's not continuation on entitlement, but it will be helpful. If we are going to approve, some or other changes will happen on the access request, and you guys will learn. Yeah, click on approve. Maybe you can approve one, deny one.
This is what.
Yeah, you can validate whether. Okay. As a manager.
Okay.
You can read the business description, business justification, everything. After that, you can take your decision.
Okay.
Complete.
What as the manager, what?
No, as a manager, you can go through this item, right? Work item, maybe approval item. That one is there, right? The business justification. You can go through that.
Okay, okay. So whatever we wrote will come here.
As an end user, it will appear in front of the manager, in front of the approver. So they can go through that and they will take their decision. Now you can deny that. Select deny. Complete. As a manager, you have provided your decision. It got completed. Since you are administrator, you have the full privileges on this application. You have full permission to access everything for this application. So go to my work access request and you can check your subordinate access request status.
Okay.
So one entitlement got denied, another entitlement it's waiting. Can you click on the details tab? One item got rejected. Another item provisioning status is pending. Scroll down. Scroll down. So here it's showing an unexpected error, null pointer exception.
Okay. Warning unable to notify no email address for SP admin. Null pointer exception.
Okay. First of all, okay, let's talk about that later in the provisioning chapter. You can skip.
Okay.
Okay. So guys, I have asked you to check whether are you able to submit access request or not, so that I'll come to know whether we have to implement this LCM functionality or not. Basically, can you minimize this? Anand? Can you click on the gear icon? This icon. And guys, all of you try to validate whether you have this lifecycle manager component or not, first of all, in your system. Can you click on the setup? Setup, this button. So are you able to access this lifecycle event and batch request or not? Quickly check and let me know.
Yeah, Rakesh, I'm able to.
Did we implement this functionality? I didn't, as far as I remember, I didn't.
No.
We didn't.
Okay, you don't have lifecycle manager. Can you click on setup?
Yes, sir.
So here you don't have lifecycle event, you don't have batch request option, correct? Can you go to application? Go to entitlement catalog. Here you have a button called import and export, but you don't have a button called add new entitlement. Technically, if you get a requirement to add any new entitlement, you cannot add, correct?
Yes, yeah.
Which means, and one more thing, go to home. You cannot submit access request. Since you don't have that LCM functionality, it's not implemented yet, you cannot submit access request. Okay. To implement this LCM functionality, go to IIQ console.
To where?
So IIQ console.
IQ console. What do you mean? Which?
You have to go to command prompt. You have to change the directory to bin folder of the Sailpoint application, and you have to type IIQ console. Okay.
Yeah, I have
Now
to
go to C drive. Yeah, I'll guide you. Go to C drive. Go to program files. Maybe in your real-time project, the path will be different. Yeah, from Apache Software Foundation, Tomcat. From here, it will remain same. Web apps, Identity IQ, Web INF.
Where?
Web INF type.
What INI? Okay.
Web INF, Web Info. Yeah. Go to bin. Using this path, open command prompt. Now type IIQ console.
IQ.
IIQ, Identity IQ, IIQ, space console.
Oh, space.
Nothing, just
IIQ.
space console. That's it. Enter. Simply, we are going to import that LCM functionality. It's similar to that init.xml file. We have a configuration file. We have to import again. So you can import from GUI as well, but I would request you to import from IIQ console so that you will learn how to access this console.
Mm-hmm.
You can now type import space INIT N as a Netherlands, Nancy.
N
as a Nancy.
IN.
IT.
Okay.
Init.
IT.
Hyphen. Without
Hyphen.
space. Without space. LCM, Lifecycle Manager. LCM.xml. So this file, this configuration file will be available under configuration folder. You can refer that. Just hit enter. Some more objects will be imported, whatever it will be required for that LCM. Yeah. Can you minimize this? Go to your Sailpoint application, log out and log in. Sometimes log out, login won't work. In that scenario, you have to clear your browsing histories and all. Okay, it worked. So initially we have 3 items. Now you have 5 items here. Now go to application entitlement catalog. Now you have option to add new entitlement, correct?
Yes.
Go to setup. So you have lifecycle event batch request. Go to click on that gear icon.
Where?
Gear icon. That settings. I'm referring this one.
Oh, the setup. Okay.
Now you have lifecycle manager as well. Okay. So that's it.
Okay.
Does anybody has any questions so far? If you guys don't have any question, then the last part, I will teach you how to create these entitlements. Okay. So guys, I'm going to launch Active Directory application, and parallelly, I will show you how to create these entitlements. So that if I'm going to create it from Sailpoint, it's going to reflect in the target application or not. That's what I'm trying to show. First, let me launch Active Directory application. Okay. Here you could see we don't have a group name called read. Okay. Read test purpose. Okay. Read test purpose is the group name. What we get it from the stakeholder. We need maybe application team. We need to get this. We need to create this group with the help of Sailpoint. So now I'll go to Sailpoint. Admin. We'll go to entitlement catalog. We'll click on add new entitlement. Okay, so who will provide these information basically?
ID admin.
Application team.
Correct. Because they are the one who wants us to create entitlement, right? So they will provide all the information. So here type group attribute is member of, since we have declared member of attribute in the application as an entitlement. Let me show you that. Duplicate. Because you should understand the relation from where to where, how to configure and all. Now go to application, application definition, open Active Directory application. Go to config, schema. Here we have a member of attribute, correct? So this attribute we have declared as an entitlement attribute. That's the reason here attribute value is showing as member of. You got it?
Yep.
Okay. Now I'm going to write, it's going to be read test purpose. So this will be the display value of the entitlement. So owner, I will choose some random identity. Okay. In our local machine, we have, and this entitlement will be requestable. Okay. So in the object properties, we have to mention the group DN and these kind of extra values. Again, we can get it from application P. So now for a demo purpose, I will choose these values from existing entitlement. So when it comes to DN value, you have to type this and you have to change this name. Name has to be changed. CN means common name. Whoever works on Active Directory application, they might have known. They might. Okay, CN will be read testing purpose. Use on the user's OU, we are going to create this entitlement. So domain controller. Okay. SAM account name, you can mention this. Okay. So now we are going to create this entitlement. Click save. Some workflow will be launched in the backend, and this group will be created in the target application. Why it's taking more time? See, here group has been created. Are you able to see? Guys, I'm audible first of all.
Yeah, Rakesh. Yes, Rakesh.
See, here group has been created, entitlement.
Hmm.
It's loading here, maybe it's taking time. Okay, here you could see workflow to update the group name successfully launched. Something. So the entitlement has been created and it's reflecting in the target application. So none of the users have access to this group. Now we can go ahead and we can submit access request to gain this group access.
Yes.
Guys, understand group, entitlement, access permission, capabilities. So these are denotes to the same. Okay. Okay, guys, that's all about entitlements. If you guys have any questions, we can discuss, or else we can end the session. If anyone is looking for Mac installation, they can stay on the call.
Rakesh, what about the 3 scenarios that I have provided or the topics to be covered?
Come again?
The SSO integration and other stuff that I had given on the other day, when you'll be covering those?
Kaushik, if time permits, I'll cover. I make a note here. The
Yeah.
SSO integration, Sailpoint architecture, IQ services. I make a note. Are you able to see my screen?
Yeah,
First, I have to complete whatever we have discussed in the demo. All chapters needs to be complete. And after that, if time permits, I will cover, or else I can give some input from my end.
Okay.
Okay. Better, I will change it off. That IQ services, you have to install Active Directory first of all. Okay.
Okay.
Then we can talk about this IQ services. Because we have some application where we need to install these IQ services to enable the provisioning. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you can take a session on these 3 once you're done with all these topics.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah. Guys, that's it for today. And that's a wrap for entitlement. We talked about entitlement creation, how to aggregate these entitlement, how to make the changes. Okay, let's talk about one more thing. Quickly, I'll complete. If you want to access these entitlement from IIQ console or maybe from debug page, what will be the terminology? What will be the term we are going to, what will be the identity object type? What will be the identity object name? So I'll go to debug page. I want to access the entitlement, what we created today. So if I'm going to search with entitlement, it won't appear here. So what will be the object type name? Identity object.
I think for role, we call it as a bundle.
Exactly, correct. For entitlement?
For entitlement, not sure.
Okay, it will be managed attribute.
Okay.
Okay, so today we have created one entitlement. So I'll go by created date. So read testing purpose. So this is entitlement what we created. If you are going to access the entitlement from debug page, so you can access in the XML format. So like XML tag, object information on line number 3. So when it got created, whether we aggregated or not, what will be the entitlement attribute name, what will be the display name, all information. So this entitlement belongs to which application? And a lot of information here there. What is the object GUID, SAM account name, what will be the group DN. So everything is there. And who will be the approver? I mean, owner of the entitlement.
We have to modify anything based on the client requirement. We can do it from here so that it will be showing up in the GUI as well.
Exactly. We can do it.
Okay. So if we have to add multiple approvers for a group, can we do that here?
Multiple approvers means for the same entitlement, we cannot have multiple approvers. In that scenario, you have to create work group.
Okay.
It's a set of identities, set of approvers. You have to create work group. You can mention the work group name. We cannot select more than one identity, individual identity. Maybe you can choose identity or work group.
Okay. How about for role, Rakesh? Because even for role, is this the same situation? So we cannot create multiple approvers?
No, we cannot. Sailpoint will allow to choose only one identity, right?
Mm-hmm.
You can consider work group as an identity, and we can choose that work group name. So the work group is a group of people, right? Where a lot of people will be there. Any one of them can approve or deny.
Okay, so in Sailpoint you have something called parallel, right? Where we can define multiple approvers, something.
Okay, you are talking about serial parallel.
Yeah.
So which comes under approval schema, approval mode.
Yeah.
That's a different scenario. We have a variable called approval scheme, approval poll, approval mode, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, where we can make the changes. If you're looking for multi-level of approvals, like first level should be manager, second level should be entitlement owner. You want to declare, okay, this is a critical application. We need to introduce a couple of more approvals. Like third level should be security officer, fourth level will be vice president, or maybe some higher level of position. Yeah, we can do that.
Okay.
We'll talk about that too. No worries. Okay. I'm going to cover that, so that we will learn how to declare this multi-level of approval.
And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.